Greetings everyone, Archimedes here, and welcome back to another brick-filled LEGO video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the desktop Minecraftians I built in the previous episode. And we'll be taking a look at how to build them, and also how to customize Steve to create your own avatar, or the avatars of other players. So let's get started, shall we? Let's start out with the Enderman, all dark and mysterious. As you can see, aside from the head, both of these are very, very simple. The body is just a stack of 2x4s, and the arms are attached on by means of pins. The head is attached by means of a jumper plate on the back there, since the head does not have an even scale to it. You'll need these pieces. I'm not going to show you how to build the body, since I think that's pretty obvious. The only thing you should know, and the ones of the pieces I neglected to mention in my whole run-through of the pieces, is that you also need 42 1x1 bricks, like these. That's quite a lot. However, you'll need those for the arms and the legs. The arms are 12 blocks long, if you count them, minus the connector at the top, and the legs are 10 blocks tall. Good. So let's get rolling on building that head. We're going to start by taking 3 1x4 plates to build the base of the head, and the 2 2x3 plates like this. We'll then take the 2 eyes and pop them on top like that. Next, we'll take 2 of the 1x3 plates and make a T shape on top of the head like that, and then take the 2 1x4 sideways builders and pop them along the side like this. Then we'll take another layer of plates. Here I used a 2x4 and a 1x4 plate like this, and then we'll take the 2 2x3 bricks and pop them on top. You can see the Enderman's head is starting to pull itself together. Next, we're going to take the 2x2 sideways builders and pop them alongside of the head like this to make panels 3x4 on each side to attach some smooth plates. Then we'll take the final 1x4 plate, drop it in the center of the sideways builders, and then panel off the top with more smooth plates. I'm using 1x4 smooth plates. Ta-da! We're still missing one important step. We've got to panel over the sides of the head. So we'll take the 2x2 smooth plates and pop them along the sides to link the two sections of the head together like this, and then drop the 1x4 smooth plates along the sides, and et voila! A nice looking Enderman head. With the rest of the pieces you see here, I'm sure you can build the Enderman's body, but I'm not going to go into that in the video. Next, I'll show you how to build the head of cute little Steve here. Once again, the body is pretty simple. The arms are just attached on using pins, and the head rotates by means of a spinner plate. I'm not going to give you a parts list for the body, because I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out on your own. Here are the parts needed to build Steve's head. You should note that all the light-colored pieces are tan, with the possible exception of these 2 white 1x2s, which make up the white of Steve's eyes. And these 3 pieces over here, this angled plate, jumper plate, and this light connector, I'm not quite sure what to call it, can be any color you like, since they're not exposed in the model. Pause the video, and once you have those pieces, press play, and I'll show you how to build it. Now let's build ourselves a Steve head. We'll start out by making the base using these 2x4 tans and this 2x2 smooth dark gray piece. We'll then make Steve's cheeks by using these, the 1x2 2 tans and the 1x1 tan bricks. Finally dropping a 1x4 brown to make the back of Steve's hair. Next, we'll take these 2 more 1x2 tans and these browns and loop them around the back of his head to create his hair. Starting to pull together now, don't you see? Now, we're going to place another layer of plates around what we just built. Start out by taking the 1x4 brown, pop it along the back, along with the 2 1x2 browns, like this. Finally, popping in 2 1x1 tans to make the front of Steve's face. So you can see he's now got that nice round hairline. Now let's set the head aside and work on another subassembly. We'll take the 2x4 brown and drop 2 smooth plates on top. This will be the back of Steve's hair. Now, we're going to take these angled plates, also in brown, and attach 2 of them together by means of a smooth brown plate like this. Drop another one on top like this. Add this little cranny in there. We'll drop a 1x2 tan within. So now, we have 2 hair subassemblies. We'll take the 2 hair subassemblies we just made and plop them on top. The fully designed one on the back, and the one with the tan 1x2 in the front. So you can see that makes the nice rounded shape of Steve's face. With this head in mind, now let's make the actual face of Steve. This part in the model is a little trickier. I spent over an hour trying to refine this, but I think it looks good when we're done. We're going to be using some kind of specialized techniques here, so please watch closely. We'll start out by making Steve's eyes. We'll take this 1x2 blue and stack it with a 1x2 white, then the 1x1 gray, and the weird angle brick, making an assembly that looks like this. Next, we'll take the other 1x2 white and the smooth 1x2 blue plate, like this, to make Steve's eyes. Now, we'll take the light holder and clip this 2x2 tan to it on this side, like this. We'll then take this assembly and pop it on the angled brick on the back of the eyes, like this. At this step, you'll notice that the light holder is not at a perfect right angle. It's actually bent downward slightly. Unfortunately, this was the only way I could think of to hold this on, and it's still pretty sturdy, so you won't have to worry about it. Just know that this will bend outwards a little bit. Next, we'll build Steve's face. We'll set this aside and take the 1x3 gray plate, place the tan 1x1 on top of it, and then the light gray smooth plate, like this. Then we'll attach the whole thing to the jumper plate at a right angle like this, and pop the jumper plate, that little one stud, to the last stud on the main head assembly. Rotate it around, and voila! One Steve face module. As you can see, it's a little unorthodox in its building. It's kind of weird in the back here. However, nobody's going to see that, and it's actually very sturdy, so it'll work very nicely. To put it in, we'll take off Steve's hair and simply slide the module into place inside the head like this. We'll then pop Steve's hair back on, and voila! One completed Steve head. All you have to do is make a body for this fine fellow, and he'll be ready to mine and fight away. I also made a set of armor for Steve, since we see him in that so commonly in the game. It was fairly simple to build. All I did was use a whole bunch of these 2x2 sideways builders, and dropped a whole bunch of gray plates alongside of it. For the helmet, it was just a simple slide-on mechanism, and for the rest of the model, I just took the basic Steve body and substituted in a few of the pieces here and here, and then dropped plates along the sides to create the armor. Once again, it's fairly simple, so I need not go into that. However, there is one thing I want to show you about the Steve head, which I think is very versatile. Most of us in Minecraft wear different skins. We don't look like the traditional basic Steve costume. We might be knights, or ninjas, or Star Wars heroes, or something. And so I thought it'd be fun to see if these might be able to be customized into our skins as well. To have a little desktop version of ourselves sitting next to our computer as we build and dig. And so, well, I did this. As you can see, this is the same basic torso I built for any of the other characters, and the same head design, practically. I just changed it a little bit so that he had a few more details and looked a little more like Archimedes. The body was really easy to do, and the head honestly wasn't that hard either. All I did was swap out a few pieces in the basic face design, brown eyes instead of blue eyes, and a half smile, missing that one brick right there, as opposed to having the full smile. And then I just increased the hairline forwards and popped the little set of headphones onto the sides. Gotta say, he looks a lot like Archimedes in my humble opinion. I think this very basic system could be used to design a lot of other skins. I've been prototyping some skins for Captain Sparkles and Sky Does Minecraft and Ant Venom, for example. And I want to see if I can post those, maybe next month? I don't know. But I want to see if you guys can beat me to it. If you can, play around with your bricks and see if you can make your own skin, or skins of some of the famous YouTubers, or someone you like, and post it. I'd love to see how you redesign this. For today, we took a look at how to build Steve and the Enderman, and we also took a look at how to redesign Steve to make our own skins, like Archimedes here. I think they look pretty fun. That's what I think, but how about you? Do you like these models? And do you like this idea for customizing them for different Minecraft YouTubers? Well, if you did, please comment, rate, and subscribe. If you didn't, still, please comment and rate, and if you really want, still, please subscribe too. The point is, I want to hear what you have to say would make these models, my channel, different and better. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you all farewell. My name is Archimedes36, and I'll see you next Sunday.